Welcome to this live 60-minute power yoga practice. My name is Lauren Eckstrom. In this class, we explore persistence. Be sure to click subscribe below, and I'll see you at the end. Welcome to your practice. I'll suggest that you have 2 blocks for your practice today. So as you're settling in, take one block and place it about 3/4 of the way toward the back of your mat, and it'll be there later for when you might need it. And then we'll take this other block and we'll start kneeling. So coming again about 3/4 of the way toward the top of your mat, separate your heels a little bit wider than the hips and place the block underneath your sitting bones for support. And with the tops of the feet flat to the earth, place one hand on your heart and drop your other arm down by your side. And with that arm down by your side, see if your fingertips can lightly graze the earth. And then as you settle in, one hand on the heart, fingertips gently touching the mat, the floor. Soften the chin toward the chest and allow your eyes to close. You might notice the beating of your heart into the palm of your hand. You might be aware of any tension that you've brought with you to your mat and to your practice today. And awareness is the pathway through which we can interrupt those habits and patterns of tension. And so while your job is never to change anything, maybe just through that level of awareness, you begin to soften what is not necessary toward maintaining your seat. And there's nowhere to get to, there's nothing to achieve. We just want to establish ourselves in our practice, in our environment, and in our bodies. The fingertips on the earth are a gesture, a way of us saying, I have a right to be here. I belong. It's okay for me to occupy this space, and I have full permission from within myself to take this time to practice. And so just as you begin, you might ask yourself the question, what does persistence look like today? And persistence might simply be that you got onto your mat, that you showed up. And persistence, like anything, is in and of itself a practice. And so we're just going to take it moment by moment. And from here, on an inhale, circle both arms up toward the sky. And then exhale, drop your arms back down with lion's breath. Clear the slate. Back down by your side. 2 more times. Inhale the arms up through the nose. Out the mouth, exhale, let it go. 1 more time, big deep breath in. And stick your tongue out, let it go. And this time, inhale, circle both arms up. And as you exhale, turn to the right. Spread the arms out wide. Maybe the fingertips drop behind you and in front of you. Inhale, circle back up to the center, reach both arms up, turn the torso ahead. And exhale, spread the arms and twist toward the left, really reaching through the fingertips while also reaching up through the crown of the head. 2 more times. Inhale, back up to the center, reach up. Exhale, split the arms, turn and twist to the right without shifting the hips. Inhale, back to the center, both arms rise. Exhale, turn and spread wide to the left. The last time through, inhale, back to center. Exhale, turn to the right, really opening the chest, peeling wide. Inhale, back up through the middle, grow tall and out of the waist. Exhale, turn and twist to the left. Final time, back up to the center. Inhale, reach up. Hands to the heart as you exhale. Backs of the thumbs touch the front of the heart. In a little flow, cactus the elbows. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, palms back together as you soften the bottom ribs down, re-engage the belly. 2 more times. Inhale, almost like you could do a seated cat-cow in this movement. Exhale, hands back to the heart, tail drops. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift the gaze, lift the chest. Exhale, palms reconnect. From here, inhale, circle both arms to the sky. Exhale, plant the hands coming into tabletop pose. Remove the block, place it toward the back of your mat, like your other block, 3/4 of the way back. And as you come into tabletop pose today, turn your fingertips back to face your knees. Not everyone's wrists can turn all the way. So just to the extent that your hands can turn today, a little stretch for the wrists before we begin. Rock gently forward and back. And this might be a very small movement for many of us. So much tension in the hands, all of our work with technology these days. So keeping the heel of the hand and the tips of the fingers pressing into the mat, just little tiny rocks forward and back. And throughout the entire practice, but especially when things get intense, stay with your breath, drawing the breath in through the nose, along the back of the throat, and you just take it moment by moment. That's what the practice of persistence is. Keeping the flipped wrists come back through center and just start to make little circles with the hips. So the whole heel of the hand stays down. It'll be a much smaller movement than you're used to when your fingertips are facing ahead. And as you stay with your breath, soften the corners of your eyes, no unnecessary tension held in the face or the jaw. Start to circulate the opposite way. And you just check in with yourself. You notice already where the mind has taken you out of the body and out of the practice, and you get to choose what it is you are committed to today. Coming back through the center, still keeping the fingertips turning back, a little cat-cow here. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart, draw the gaze just forward to the horizon. Then exhale, tuck the tail, tuck the chin, dome and round the space behind the heart. 2 more like that. Inhale as you draw the heart through the gateway of the chest and the shoulders slip back. Exhale as you curl in on yourself, lifting navel to back. One last time, inhale as you draw the heart forward, soft face, soft neck. Exhale as you curl in, separating the vertebrae, just awakening the back. Back to a neutral spine on an inhale, turn the fingertips back forward to face the top of the mat, wrists underneath the shoulders as you step the feet back, top of a push-up plank position. Heels driving back, heart drawing forward. Notice that you haven't dropped the head. So you're also persistent in your commitment to the alignment so that energy, prana can flow freely. Pausing in plank, take an inhale here. And staying in plank as you exhale, just tap the right knee down to the mat. And then inhale back to plank. So nothing changes. Shoulders stay above the wrists. This time left knee taps. Then inhale, re-straighten the leg and just back and forth a couple of times. Not trying to go too quickly and just seeing if you can stabilize the hips, stabilize the shoulders. As you awaken a little bit of shoulder stability and arm strength. As you awaken a little bit of intensity, just tapping the knees to the mat, and you take it moment by moment. You just ask in this moment, what does persistence look like? Knowing that everything comes to an end. Last 3, 2, 1. Hold plank, take an inhale. Press back to downward facing dog as you exhale. Separate the feet about the distance of the sitting bones or wider today, especially if things are tight. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale, let it go. Inhale, rise up onto the toes. And exhale, bicycle the legs here. Bend the left knee, drop the right heel down. Inhale, rise to the toes, both heels lift, both legs straighten. Exhale, bend the right knee, send the left heel down. And then side to side, not hurried. persistent in your commitment to take the whole of your experience and the whole of your practice moment by moment with what in yoga we refer to as shraddha. An interpretation of that is faith. Or we might interpret it as trust, that we can trust the unfolding of our practice. Come back to down dog on an inhale. Walk your hands to the back of your mat as you exhale. As your fingertips come towards your feet, let your head stay heavy toward the floor. Let your fingertips rest on the earth. Bend your knees as much as you need in order to do that. And then staying down low, head heavy, you might nod the head a little yes, just to make sure you're not unconsciously holding it up. Then just straighten the right leg. And if you haven't already, put a bend into your left knee. Check in again. Where did tension creep in? Shoulders down the back, head releases, face softens, breath deepens. As you exhale, bend the right knee, straighten the left leg. So tiny little movements here as you start to enliven the back body, the place where we tend to carry the most tension, because the back body is where we tighten when we go into survival mode, when we're trying to protect ourselves. Unconsciously doing this really throughout most of the day. As you exhale, give both knees a little bend. Let the head go, let the torso drop a little more deeply. And with that bend in the knees, ragdoll, roll your way up to stand, one vertebrae at a time. The head is just the very last thing to come up at the end. And at the top, roll the shoulders back. Lift the gaze forward toward the horizon. Keep that gentle bend in the knees. Close the eyes, let the arms hang, and start to hang your head over toward the right. Then start to drape your torso down your right leg, letting the arms hang the entire time. And we're going to take a few ragdoll rolls here. When you get to the bottom, your arms sweep through the center, and then you roll back up the left side. Again, the head is the last thing to come up. Head rolls over the top and then up and over to the right one more time. And we're just going to go 2 times in each direction. If the balance is unsteady, you can open the eyes softly. Otherwise, maybe you close the eyes. And next time you get to the top, drop the head to the left and just reverse it. Torso drapes down the left leg. Fingertips circle through the center toward the floor. You roll back up the right side and you just feel every muscle that supports the length of the spine being touched in a gentle and generous way just before we start to flow. So making sure that no part of ourselves, both the physical body, but also the internal life, mental, emotional, all gets touched and addressed today, all parts included. When you get to the top, plant down into your feet and bring your hands to your heart. Bow your chin, close your eyes, feel into yourself, and notice that you are embodied. To participate fully in the unfolding of your life, moment to moment, is an intense experience. But full participation is the pathway to a full life, and we must be persistent in how we show up. Because things get in the way, survival mechanisms that we adopted from a very young age prevent us not just from feeling the things that scare us, but prevent us from feeling our full aliveness. So today, as a practice of persistence, I invite you to pause and take moments to look and see, when are you not participating fully? What would it take for you to participate fully? How are you invested in the things, the survival mechanisms that have prevented your full presence? And can you trust, can you have shraddha and faith that your body, your mind, your spirit know how to do this work and know how to be with all parts of life and yourself as they are arising and passing? So together we flow. Inhale, circle the arms to the sky, clear the slate. Exhale, fold down, dive over both legs, stay down low, crawl your way out, downward facing dog, hands the distance of the shoulders. Lift the right leg on and inhale the height of the hip. Exhale, step the right foot forward and pause there in a high lunge. Take an inhale to pull your chest forward, lengthen your spine. Exhale, rock the hips back, straighten the right leg, and fold into your own amount. On an inhale, rebend your right knee, then exhale, drop your left knee to the mat. Circle both arms up on an inhale. As you exhale, lean to the right. You could take the right hand to the left wrist or any version of a side stretch that works for you today. Back to the center on an inhale, both arms lift, hands down, framing the front foot on the out breath. Inhale, relift the left knee. Exhale, step forward and fold over your thighs. Hands to shins. Inhale, find a flat back. Exhale, fold and drop your head. Inhale, circle the arms to the sky and rise. Dive right back down as you exhale over your version of straight legs. Chest out, inhale, find a flat back. Exhale, fold and step the right toes to the back of the mat. Keeping the right knee up, take an inhale to sink the hips a little, lift the heart and draw the shoulders back. Then exhale, rock the hips back, straighten the left leg to your own amount and drop your head. On an inhale, rebend your left knee. Exhale, drop your right knee down to the mat. Inhale, circle the arms up. And as you exhale, side stretch to the left. Maybe left hand holds right wrist. Maybe you just drop the left arm. Maybe you interlace the hands, your choice. Back to the center, inhale, reach up. Exhale, plant the hands down and step right back to downward facing dog. Upper push-up plank on your inhale. Chaturanga as you exhale. Cobra or up dog, take your time. Inhale to your back bend. Then from the pit of the navel, exhale, press back to down dog, and we go right into it. Inhale, left leg lifts just the height of the hip. Exhale, step the left foot forward, staying on your back toes. Inhale, hips sink and heart lifts. Exhale, left leg straightens, fold and drop in. Inhale, rebend the left knee. Exhale, right knee to the mat. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, side stretch to the left. Inhale to the center. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, right knee up. Exhale, step forward, top of the mat. Flat back, inhale, pull the chest out. Exhale, fold and drop. Stay with your breath. Inhale, circle the arms up, rise tall. Exhale, forward fold and get empty again. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold and step the left toes back. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, right leg straight. Inhale, rebend the right knee. Exhale, left knee to the mat. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lean to the right side. Inhale to the center tall. Exhale, hands to the mat, downward facing dog. Inhale, upper push-up plank. Exhale, lower with upper body strength. Inhale, shoulders roll and heart lifts. Exhale, down dog. One more time, right and left. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, right foot through. Inhale, reach your heart ahead. Exhale, rock your hips back. Inhale, rebend the right knee. Exhale, left knee to the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale to the center tall. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, left knee up. Exhale, step forward, fold in half. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to the sky as you press through the feet. Exhale, dive right down and empty. Inhale, glance out and lengthen. Exhale, fold right toes, step back. Inhale, reach your heart forward. Exhale, left leg towards straight. Inhale, rebend the left knee. Exhale, right knee to the mat. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale to the center. Exhale, hands down, step to downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga with strength. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale, down dog. Last time. Inhale, left leg floats up. Exhale, left foot steps through. Inhale, heart forward and right heel back. Exhale, left leg starts to straighten. Inhale, rebend the left knee. Exhale, drop the back knee to the mat. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale to the center. Exhale, hands down on your out breath. Inhale, right knee up. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, reach your chest out. Exhale, drop your head lower. Inhale, circle and rise to the sky. Exhale, forward fold like a moving prayer. Inhale, glance out, make some space. Exhale, fold left toes, step back. Inhale, reach your chest out. Exhale, fold in over yourself. Inhale, rebend your right knee. On the breath, drop the back knee to the mat. Inhale to a low lunge. Exhale, tilt to the right. Inhale to the middle, grow tall. Exhale, downward facing dog as you step back. Upper push-up plank, inhale. Elbows hug the waist, exhale. Inhale, fill your lungs, open your heart. Exhale, down dog, press back. Pause there for a moment. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale. As you let it go. Take an inhale, press the hips up and back. Bend the knees as you exhale, step or hop, feet to hands. Chest out, inhale. Fold, exhale. Bend the knees, drop the hips, sit into chair. We're just gonna pass through today. Inner thighs hugging in. Hover the right knee to the chest. Stack the right thigh tightly over the left. The foot could hang out. The right toes could rest on the mat. The right foot could wrap behind the left calf. Just depends on your body where you're at. Right elbow underneath the left today as you come into full eagle pose. Sit a little more deeply into your left thigh. Lift your elbows up a little higher as you press your elbows away from your face. And then you show up, consciously participating in the unfolding of the experience, consciously participating in the intensity. That's what a practice is. Any process we consciously participate in. And it takes patience and persistence. On an inhale, start to straighten your left leg, float your right knee to your chest. Then start to move your right heel to your right sitting bone. Drop your arms down by your sides. Reach back behind you and catch the foot with both hands. Then as you catch the right heel, the right top of the foot with both hands, hug the right heel into your right sitting bone. Awaken the front of the right thigh by dropping your sitting bones down and zippering your belly button up toward your face. So a little bit of a pelvic tilt here, as if your pubic bone could lift. Give it one last little squeeze. And then start to lean the torso forward, kick the right leg back, bring your hands to your heart. So you just pass through warrior three. Take a breath in. Then exhale, drop your hands to the mat and fold over your standing left leg. Walk your fingertips in either side of your left foot. You could stay there. Maybe your left forearm wraps around your left calf as you draw yourself in a little bit closer there. Find one place to be. And then you have to check in and you have to ask yourself, how have you been invested in disengaging in your moment-to-moment experience? And can you check back in knowing that it's a choice that you get to make? It's a choice you get to make about what it is you're practicing today, not just through the frame of the body, but the frame of the mind. If the hand is behind the calf, return the fingertips to the floor. Take one more inhale as the right leg lifts. And then exhale, right toes meet the left, top of the mat. Flat back inhale, pull the heart out. Forward fold, exhale, melt in. Bend the knees, drop the hips, inhale to chair pose. So really good news, at least it would be for me, to know that this is your last chair pose of the day. So maybe that gives you just a little bit of buoyancy, a little bit of joy as you sit a little bit deeper. And then you stay committed. Hover the left knee to the chest. Stack the left thigh over the right. And then this side is different. Maybe you have to modify in a different way. Be open to this experience. Left elbow underneath the right. Stop trying to make everything the same. God, would be so boring if everyone and every experience were the same. And yet look at what the mind does, how it's always trying to push us into this mold. And yet we know that that's just a survival mechanism. It doesn't actually serve us in the long run. That it is the intensity, the unique experiences that make life worth living, even the hard ones. Sit a little bit deeper, give it one last hug, breathe. Then begin to straighten your right knee slowly. As you unravel your left knee towards your chest, shift your left heel back behind you, hug it. Then drop the arms and reach back. Naturally, one hand will grab the foot first, then reach back with the other and hug the heel in. Lift your two frontal hip points towards your face as if you were putting your front two fingers through belt loops on pants and lifting your pants up a little bit higher. Do that with your pelvis, with the front side of your body. And then feel how that radiates down the front of your left thigh, this big strapping muscle, the quadriceps, which so often don't actually get touched in yoga. Take one more inhale here. Start to tilt the torso forward and then kick the left leg back, bring the hands to the heart, coming into warrior three. Take one breath in, release the hand. Walk the fingertips in, frame your right foot. Maybe the right forearm comes around the ankle, maybe not today. Be where you are and you ask that question again. Given the state of the body, given the state of the mind, given the state of your spirit, what does persistence look like? Persistence is not abuse. We're not here to force something to happen. We're just here to show up in our practice, which is imbued, yes, with a discipline, but also that practice of kindness, what we call ahimsa in yoga. You have to be nonviolent to yourself first. Take one more inhale. Right fingertips down, slowly lower the left foot to meet the right. Chest out, inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank pose, and through a vinyasa, lower slow or skip it. Inhale, cobra or upward facing. Down dog as you exhale. Right leg lifts up on an in-breath. Knee to nose one time as you exhale, roll the shoulders over the wrists. Inhale, right leg up to the sky. Exhale, step the right foot through. Keep the fingertips down. On an inhale, lift the left leg up. And as you exhale, pull the left knee into the chest. Then inhale, reach the left leg back. And as you exhale, rebend the right knee, drop the left toes back. Rise to crescent pose on an inhale. Chest to thigh, arms back as you exhale. Back up to crescent pose, inhale. Then stand on your right leg as you exhale. Drop your arms by your sides and pull your left knee up to your chest again. Inhale, step back to crescent pose. Exhale, turn to the right, split the arms wide, just like you started practice with. Reverse it on an inhale, right hand to back left thigh, left arm up and overhead, arch back. Cartwheel the hands down as you exhale, step back to plank and lower slowly. Inhale, cobra or upward facing. Down dog as you exhale, left leg lifts, inhale. Knee to nose one time, exhale. Inhale, three leg down dog. Exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, shift forward, right leg lifts up. Knee to chest as you exhale. Inhale, pull the right leg back. Exhale, rebend the left knee, drop the right toes back. Inhale to crescent. Exhale, chest down, arms by your sides. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, right knee to chest. Arms drop down. Inhale, step back to crescent pose, land light. Exhale, twist open to the left. Reverse it on an inhale, right arm up and over. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, step back to plank and lower. Inhale, up dog or cobra, you flow. Exhale, down dog, let's pick up the pace. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, heel to the sky. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left thigh to chest. Inhale, left leg straight back. Exhale, drop the toes back. Inhale, crescent pose, rise. Exhale, chest down, arms back. Inhale, circle to the sky. Exhale, left knee to the chest as you stand top of the mat. Inhale, step the toes back. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, left arm up and back. Exhale, both hands down, step back and descend. Inhale, your shoulders roll. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, thigh to chest. Inhale, heel to the sky. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, shift forward, right leg up. Exhale, right knee in. Inhale, heel back. Exhale, toes to the mat. Inhale, crescent pose, flow. Exhale, chest down, clear it out. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, stand on your front left leg, right knee to the chest. Inhale, step back to crescent. Exhale, twist open to the left. Inhale, right arm up and back. Exhale, circle the hands down. Remember, vinyasas are optional. You could skip it and just meet us in down dog. It's your choice. Last time, right and left. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, foot between hands. Inhale, left leg up today. Exhale, left thigh to chest. Inhale, drive the heel back. Exhale, drop the toes back. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, sweep the arms by your sides. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, shift to your front leg. Pull your left knee in. Inhale, step back to crescent pose. Exhale, spread the arms, turn to the right. Inhale, reverse the left arm up and back. Exhale, circle the hands down, step back, let it go. Inhale, welcome in the breath. Exhale, empty out, down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, heel to the sky. Exhale, float it through light. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right knee to chest. Inhale, pulse the heel back. Exhale, drop the right toes down. Inhale, circle and lift up. Exhale, last time, chest down, arms back. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, right knee to chest as you stand. Inhale, crescent pose, land light. Exhale, turn to the left. Reverse it, right arm up and back. Exhale, both hands down, step it back, lower to the mat. Inhale, cobra or upward facing. Exhale, down dog, pause there. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Stick the tongue out. On an inhale, float forward, upper push-up plank. As you exhale, lower all the way down onto the mat. Release the tops of your feet flat. Slip your elbows forward, a pause in Sphinx. Draw the heart ahead. We're just gonna pass through. As you exhale, start to thread your left arm underneath your right arm. You're gonna roll onto your left side and then bend your right knee up towards your chest. Then roll almost onto your back, open your right arm out to the right side so you're in a twist. Start to bend your left knee, reach your right hand down, and take a hold of the top of the left foot so you land in that beautiful yin pose called cat pulling its tail. And then just let the chest spread open. Let the right hip stack on top of the left. Close your eyes, breathe down, down, down. Part of how we ground ourselves, we get back into the body. So breathe down into the navel center. Breathe down into the lower lobes of the lungs, and then let the right chest peel open. Give it one last little squeeze. Slowly release the left leg straight back. Let the right arm come back in front of you. Extend the right leg back behind you and pass back through Sphinx. Elbows down, underneath the shoulders, forearms to the earth, palms flat. Take a breath. And then switch. Right arm's gonna thread underneath the left. Roll onto the right shoulder. Bend the left knee up into the chest to help you out. And then start to open the left arm. Bend the bottom right knee. Reach down with the left hand. Catch that foot. And then let the chest peel open second side. Close the eyes if you can. Take your energy inside where it matters most. And you get to take a look at what it is like to show up in the whole of your experience. To know that participation in your moment to moment experience is its own form of persistence and its own form of practice. And so we start to trust everything is changing. What's intense is going to subside and turn into something else, the same way the in-breath turns into the out-breath. Give it one last little moment there. Slowly release your right leg straight back. Roll back to your belly, send your left leg back behind you, come back through Sphinx. Pause here for a moment. You can stay here, such a sweet, gentle back bend, gaze moving toward the horizon. Or if it's available, you might press into the hands, straighten the elbows, lift the elbows off the floor, and then come into seal pose, just passing through for a moment, a little bit of a deeper back bend. Take a breath. Exhale, lower the elbows down, flare the elbows out, slip the hands by the low ribs. Inhale to cobra or upward facing dog, always your choice. Down dog as you exhale, plant into your hands. Backs of the knuckles pressing down, heels heavy, head heavy, your ears between your upper arms. You place yourself physically in a specific way so that you can place yourself internally in a specific way. On an inhale, lift your right leg up and off the mat. Exhale, step the right foot forward, drop the left knee down to the mat. Circle both arms up, take an inhale, come back through your low lunge where you've been. As you exhale, drop your right hand to your right knee, your left arm by your left side, and pause. You could or start to bend your left knee, reach back with your left hand, kind of like we did standing, and you might catch that foot with the hand. You can stay here. Maybe you start to hug the left heel in. And then some people might take the heel of the hand to the top of the foot and rotate the fingers forward. That's a lot in the wrist, a lot in the shoulder, not right for the majority of bodies. Some of us are just hypermobile in certain joints or have that level of flexibility. It is not necessary to receive the benefits of being present to the pose that you're in today. Maybe the right arm lifts. We're just here for a beat. Take an inhale, lift the heart, roll the shoulders back. As you exhale, if the right hand lifted, right hand to right knee, slowly release the left foot down, fingertips come to the mat. Tuck the left toes under, lift the left knee, and spin the sole of the left foot flat. Lining your front heel up with your back arch, keep your right hand to the outside of your right foot, and inhale your left arm to the sky, coming into side angle pose. Hug your right hip underneath you, then open up, lean back, let the left side of the chest spread, deep breath in, and exhale the left arm up and over the crown of the head. You could look down, you could look straight ahead, you could look up and under the arm. The point is not to do the pose the way it's listed in a book. The point is to do the pose in a way that keeps you in your body, both steady and easeful today. Ground through the legs. On an inhale, rise up to warrior two and sit down into the front right thigh. Spread the arms. You're here for 5. Close the eyes and commit for 4. Find your breath for 3. Check in with yourself for 2. You're just taking it moment by moment for 1. On an inhale, straighten the right leg. Turn the right toes in to mirror the left. Parallel the feet to the outer edges of the mat and bring the hands to the hips. Lift the heart. Take an inhale. Roll the shoulders back. As you exhale, pour the torso out halfway and pause. Place your left hand right underneath your face. And with your right hand still on your right hip, pull your heart forward, traction length out of your spine. Then reach your right arm straight out to the right side. And inhale, open your right arm to the sky. Resisting the urge to drop into the hips, resisting the urge for the left hip to drop. Can you pull the left hip back? Can you hug the right hip in so you remain neutral in the pelvis? And the twist comes from stacking the shoulders. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, right fingertips down to mirror the left. Pull the chest forward on an inhale. Float your hands to your hips as you exhale. Hug the navel up and in. Inhale, lift crown of the head to the sky and spread the arms back out wide. Turn the left toes to face the back of the mat with your left leg straight. Reach through the left arm. Kick your left hip back. Triangle pose to your back left leg. Stacking right shoulder on top of left. Breathe. As if you could draw breath up through the soles of your feet. As if you could draw breath through the channels in the body that are tight and resistant. Those little knots that accumulate over time. And as if you could breathe into all of those places, into all of those intensities, and know that as you breathe prana or life force into them, we slowly start to unwind the things that have been holding us back. In yoga, we might refer to them as samskaras. Take a breath. Turn your gaze down. Start to bend your left knee. Shift your left hand forward a foot. You could use one of those blocks if you wanted to, and find half moon. Right leg lifts parallel to the earth. You could stay here today, or start to turn your right hand to face behind you. Start to bend your right knee, and maybe you reach back and catch the top of the right foot coming into Chapasana. Rolling the chest open, kicking the foot into the hand, and the whole time you breathe your way through it. Falling out of it, you breathe through it. Coming back into it, you breathe through it. Those thoughts that are judgments about how it's going, the mind of comparison, you're just watching those thoughts. You're not engaging in them. If you have the right foot, reach the right leg back. Take one breath in, half moon. Start to bend your left knee, slowly step back and reverse your warrior on an inhale. Left arm all the way up and back. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the mat, spin to your back right toes, and then lift your left leg to three-leg downward facing dog. Pause there. Start to walk your hands towards your back right foot. Fingertips underneath your shoulder. You might take one of those blocks now and put it underneath your left hand. Then on an inhale, right arm to the sky, just like you did a moment ago in that wide leg standing twist. You could stay here. Maybe you start to turn your right hand to face behind you. Maybe you start to bend your left knee. Maybe you reach back and find that your foot is there to catch. If it is, send the left toes to the sky, the right shoulder down the back. Take one more inhale as you roll the heart open toward the right. And then exhale, reach the left leg back, the right arm to the sky. Take a breath in, twisting half moon. Exhale, right hand comes down. Move the block off to the side. Crawl your way back out, three-leg downward facing dog. And then exhale, left knee into pigeon pose. Open the left knee out to the left. Reach the right toes back. Drop to your forearms. Take a breath. Draw the heart forward. Ground into your back right leg. You can stay here, or maybe you start to bend your right knee. Maybe you reach back with your left hand and catch the outside of your foot. Kick the foot into the hand. Roll the chest open. Take a breath. One more inhale. If you happen to have the right foot, slowly release it as you exhale. Plant the left hand down, straighten the left arm. Plant the right hand down, straighten the right arm. Tuck the right toes under. Step back to plank. Inhale here to re-engage. Exhale, chaturanga slow. Inhale, cobra or upward facing. Exhale, press back, hang the head. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, step the left foot through, drop the right knee to the mat. Circle the arms up. Inhale, last low lunge of the day. Exhale, left hand to left knee, right arm down by your right side. You can stay here. This is a beautiful place to be. Maybe you start to bend the right knee. Maybe you reach back with the right hand. We use our legs differently. This might be your dominant side and therefore your tighter side. This side might have an injury that the other side doesn't. So you listen, you participate in the unfolding of the experience moment to moment. Maybe the heel of the hand comes to the top of the foot. Maybe the fingertips spin forward and you notice that the right waist turns forward. Maybe the left arm lifts. Gosh, everything's a maybe. Doesn't matter how long you've been practicing. We're not assuming that we know what's going to happen. Take an inhale, lift up, lift the gaze, optimism here. Exhale, left hand to left knee. If it lifted, release the right foot back. Drop the fingertips down, frame the front foot, lift the right knee, and spin the back foot flat. Left hand outside the left foot, right arm to the sky. Inhale into side angle pose, and pause as you just stay here. Reaching the right arm away from the left, spreading the arms wide like you could open the back of the heart. Then lean back, deep breath in. Exhale, right arm up and over, deep breath out, and find your place in your body, your place in your practice today. The mind wants to give up before the body does, so you check back in and you just ask what's true, because that's the core of our practice. We're really just looking to see things clearly beyond the stories. On an inhale, rise up to warrior two, and this is the only time you're here today, so sit into it. And that doesn't mean sit into your joints. It means sit into the experience. Doesn't mean sit into your most intense version of the pose, but it means to sit, asana, to stay still inside of, and to know yourself fully, to know that you can be with intensity, resistance, boredom, joy, all of the aspects of life wholly and completely. You're not going to retreat away from your aliveness. On an inhale, straighten your left leg, and then it passes. Turn the left toes in to mirror the right. Bring your hands to your hips. Drop your tail, lift your heart, take a breath in. Pour your torso out halfway. Hold there as you exhale. Right hand underneath your face. Reach your left arm straight out to the side. And then from there, with the hips staying the same, start to inhale your left arm to the sky. And then you might notice this side, you get a little stuck. And the spine's a little sticky, twisting in one direction versus the other. And so you work with it. You work with compassion. You work diligently with breath. And you get curious about it above and beyond everything else. We're just curious. What's here to learn today? What am I feeling that I don't want to be feeling? How am I avoiding it? Is it safe for me to come back into the experience? Take one more inhale. Exhale, left fingertips come down, pull the chest out on an in-breath. Float the hands to the hips as you exhale, and you lift front body to back body. So navel supports spine, and you rise on an inhale with a flat back. Spread the arms out. Pivot the right toes forward, legs straight. Triangle pose to your right leg. Shift the right hip back. Stack the left shoulder on top of the right, and then stand down into your feet. You are taking a stand for this moment that you're in. You are literally taking a stand for every part of yourself that's present right now, the parts that you like and the parts that are hard to be with. They all have a place. They all belong. Take a breath. Turn your gaze down. Start to bend your right knee. Shift your right hand forward. Float up to half moon. A block under the right hand is always a beautiful thing to have. Gives you the height and the space so that the spine can be in integrity. Stay here or start to turn the left hand to face behind you. Maybe you bend the left knee. Maybe you locate the left foot and you find Chapasana as you kick the foot into the hand. You roll the heart, the chest open to the extent that's possible today. Not what was possible yesterday, not what somebody else is doing. Give it a breath. Kick the left leg straight back if you have the foot. Pause in half moon. There's a passing through. Then start to bend the right knee slowly so you're not missing anything. Step back and inhale, reverse your warrior. Right arm all the way up and overhead. Cartwheel the hands down as you exhale, and then right leg straight up and back to three-leg downward facing dog. Walk the hands back until the fingertips are underneath the shoulder, and then take a block underneath your right hand. I like it at the highest height. Then reach your left arm straight out to the side and reach your left arm straight up to the sky. So you pass through twisting half moon. Take an inhale. You could stay here. Maybe start to bend your right knee. Maybe reach back with the left hand and see if the right foot is there. And if you catch it, Lift the right toes to the sky. Hug the left hip into the center and roll your heart open to the left side. Take a breath in. As you exhale, right leg straight back, left arm straight up. Inhale through twisting half moon. Exhale, left hand comes down, right leg still lifted. Crawl back out to three-leg downward facing dog. And then exhale as your right knee comes forward. Line your right shin up with the top of your mat. Open your right knee to the right and reach your left leg straight back for single pigeon pose to the right side. Take a breath. Lower down onto the forearms. Pull the heart forward. You can stay right here. Maybe you start to bend the left knee one last time today. Maybe you reach back with the right hand, and maybe you catch the foot. You kick the foot into the hand, roll the heart open to the right, and then you breathe. You fill the body not just with breath, but with the quality of your presence. So you know that attention is the subtlest form of love. So how are you loving yourself in this moment with your presence? Bring yourself back as many times as you need to. So you're engaging in the process. That's the core of practice. Take a breath. Exhale, release the left foot back. Right hand down, left hand down, arms straight, step to plank. Last time you're here, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. As you exhale, lower your knees to the mat, crawl your knees forward, cross your ankles behind you. We're going to keep going a little bit here. Separate your heels about the distance of your sitting bones and plant your heels to the floor, your toes flexing towards your face. Reach your arms forward, sit up tall through your spine, take a breath. And as you exhale, lean back about halfway and pull your left elbow back. Then inhale, sit up and reach your arms out. Exhale, lean back halfway, pull the right elbow back and inhale up. And then side to side on your own. We're not going to be here very long. And you just take it side to side. You breathe through it. You find a state of flow. And then you just pay attention. You're watching what's arising at the level of the mind. You're not engaging in it. The mind wonders what time it is, how much time is left. The hand starts to go to the computer or whatever device you're practicing on to check, and you interrupt the pattern. You remember what it is you're committed to and why you're committed to it. And so that is persistence. It's not perfection. Last two here. Next time you come up, take an inhale. As you exhale, roll onto your back, hug your knees into your chest, lift both legs straight up to the sky. Interlace your hands behind your back. As you exhale, drop your right heel down, and then inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, drop your left heel down until it's an inch above the mat, and then lift your left leg up. As you exhale, bend your knees, curl up, tap your elbows to your knees, and then inhale your legs up. You might keep your chest lifted. Maybe you keep going in that way, alternating legs, or maybe you lower both legs at the same time. Inhale, both legs up. Exhale, bend the knees, curl in. 3 more. Inhale, legs up. Exhale, legs lower. Inhale, legs to the sky. Exhale, bend the knees, curl in. Inhale, legs straight up. Exhale, heels drop. Inhale, legs to the sky. Exhale, curl in and tap. Inhale, legs up. Exhale, heels lower. Inhale, toes to the sky. Exhale, curl in. Lift both legs up. Send both arms ahead. Reach through the toes. Lift the shoulder blades up and off the mat if they're not already. Take one more inhale to reach. Hug the knees in as you exhale. Rock forward and back, all the way up to child's pose. Big toes together, knees separate. Fold over your thighs. Bow your forehead down and breathe into your belly. Your first time, maybe, here today. And the option to stay here. Or if it's in your practice and you'd like to take headstand, I'll invite you there, but you don't need to. Stay in child's pose. It's a great place to be. If you're moving on, you might interlace the hands, hide the bottom pinky finger under, place the crown of the head to the floor, slip the back of the head into the hands, tuck the toes under, lift the hips, walk the heels in, maybe the knees pulling to the chest, and then the sky. Slide the shoulders down the back. Press out of the elbows, otherwise stay in child's pose. We'll meet you back there in just a moment. Breathe. For some people, Chapasana, headstand, is settling. For others, it's overly invigorating. So find what's settling for you as we start to draw practice toward a close. Take one last deep breath in. Exhale, lower the toes to the mat. And we all meet back in child's pose. Big toes together, knees separate, forehead to the earth. Take a breath. Rise up to all fours. Crawl the knees forward, cross the ankles behind you, roll to the sitting bones. Today, spread the legs out wide. And as the legs spread out wide, bend the left knee. Line the left heel up with the left sitting bone. The left toes turn out slightly. Take your right hand to your left shin and then lean to the right. Reach your left arm up. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, reach your left arm up and over the crown of your head. Some people might catch the foot. It's not necessary. Just grow long from left hip to left hand. And just the same thing that you found in extended side angle pose, rotate the left waist back, the right waist under, like an offering of your heart and your navel toward the ceiling. One last little reach. Inhale, rise up to center. Open your left leg out. Right hand under right knee, bend the right knee, plant the foot flat. Left hand to that joining point between ankle and shin. Lean to the left. Reach the right arm up, take an inhale. And exhale, right arm up and over the crown of the head. The hand can simply reach. The hand might catch the foot, maybe not in this lifetime. Close your eyes, come back in, be where you are, and remember that full participation in life is an intense experience. And so are you participating fully in the experience that you're having right now? If we want to make change, we have to go to those places that are vulnerable. It's counter-instinctual. Can we be willing to go there to take a look at it? On an inhale, rise up. Open the right leg out. Legs wide for a moment. Walk the hands through the center. No need to drop the chest forward. You can if it's in your practice. Not really your practice, but maybe just the body you were born into. And just for a moment to bow in on yourself. Slow the breath. And on an inhale, walk the hands back in, catch the hands underneath the knees, close the knees back together and roll onto your back. Hug the knees in for a moment. Be there with yourself. The residue of your practice, the subtle or obvious vibrations of having shown up today, the beating of your heart, the tickle of sweat on the skin, all the things that just point you back to remembering who you are and your aliveness. Lower the feet to the floor. Drop your arms by your sides, and just a moment into bridge pose, lift the hips. And today you might just lift the arms over the head and catch opposite elbows. Breathe into the front body, a front body that did so much for you today, so much opening, so much receptivity, and the place that we are so protective of, understandably. Breathe. If the arms are overhead, release the arms by the sides, slowly lower, middle back, lower back. Cactus the elbows, the height of the chest. Open the feet as wide as the mat. Drop both knees to the left. Wide twist. Belly open, head heavy. Inhale, spin the soles of the feet flat, still as wide as the mat. And exhale and drop both knees to the right. Easy, easy twist. On an inhale, come back through the center and then just slip the legs out straight, nice and wide. Today, you might keep the elbows cactusing. You might choose to drop the arms down by the sides. Let the eyes close, and together take a deep breath in through the nose. At the top, see if you can sip in a little extra breath. And open the mouth, let it go. As you land in a space of final rest, a place that for many people requires digging a little bit deeper. In the same way you started practice and you've said, I am worthy of this time. You are worthy of this rest. It's just a couple of moments. Fall away from the future and away from the past and rest right here, reaping the benefits of your practice. In Shavasana. Allow this next breath to deepen. Hug your knees into your chest. See if the eyes might stay closed. Give yourself a squeeze. Rock forward and back all the way up to sit. Find a cross-legged seat. Drop the chin once again and join the hands at the space of the heart. We have to be courageous enough to interrupt the patterns, the conditions in our lives that are no longer serving us in a positive way. We have to be persistent in this practice, both on and off the mat. Change in and of itself is a practice. And in order to engage in the change we are most wanting to see in the world, we must first start engaging in that change within ourselves. We take it moment to moment, interaction to interaction, breath to breath, pose to pose. And we know that in this journey, we will be imperfect. And so we put into practice those principles of yoga and we show ourselves patience, integrity, truth, compassion. But we don't let the missteps keep us from showing up. And we know that in the end, those challenges point us closer toward the truth that we most want to be living, that we know is possible for us and as a collective. So remembering always that what happens on your mat stays in your life. Take it with you. Deep inhale through the nose. Open up the mouth, let it go. Placing the thumbs to the forehead for clarity of thought. The fingertips to the lips for thoughtfulness of speech. And the hands to the heart for consistency of action, allowing your practice to guide you through everything you're thinking, saying, and doing. Namaste.
I hope you enjoyed your practice. If you'd like to experience more classes with me live, sign up for my newsletter at laureneckstrom.com. And for all of my high-quality yoga, meditation, and wisdom talk content, visit interdimensiontv.com. When you sign up, you receive your first 10 days for free. Plus, you'll get access to all of my programs, Yoga 30 for 30, Initiating the Mother, and so much more. Be sure to click subscribe below, and I look forward to seeing you next time.